Good morning, students. In this video, we will take up the question answers of Lost Spring. Now, the first question: what makes the city of Firozabad famous? Come to page number 17, and you have something given here. Okay, so here you get the answer why the city is famous. Now, come to the second question: mention the hazards of working in glass bangle industry. Come to page number 17. You have some points here. Okay, that is hot furnaces where they slog their daylight hours, losing their brightness and all that. So that's all your hazardous condition. Before that also you have furnaces with high temperature and dengue cells without air. Okay, after that come to page number 18. You have here and in dark huntments next to the lines of that whole paragraph. Again, that is telling the hazardous condition. This whole paragraph, it is telling the hazardous condition. Now come to third question, that is this one: how is Mukesh's attitude to his situation different from that of his family? Now in this answer, the first part you will write what is the attitude of his family, what his family has done. Okay, now first thing you will mention, his father could only teach him the art of making bangle. Then his grandmother, she used to say that this is their destiny. You can see that in page number 18. Grandmother used to say that it is their destiny, and she accepted his grandfather who became blind, and even after that also she said the same thing. It is the God-given lineage which they cannot break, because God has given this profession to them. That is what they think. Now, we come to the thought process of Mukesh. This is about his family. Thought process of Mukesh. Now, what he is thinking, it is his dream. First time ever he has thought of becoming a motor mechanic, apart from that particular tradition that they are used to. Okay, so he has a dream and he is daring. If you see the situation there, we need to call him a very daring child. Then he has strong determination, and even he is ready to walk and go to the garage to learn the work of a mechanic. So that is how his attitude is different. Come to page number 20, understanding the text. What could be some of the reasons for migration? Okay, from people from villages to city. There are many reasons. You can give some reasons like in search of job. Then people, those who are living in villages, they get attracted towards the lifestyle of the people living in cities, so they want to come and stay there. So that is another reason. Then natural disasters like flood, storm, drought, these are natural disasters. Maybe because of that people come. Once they lose everything in the village, they think that if we go to city we will get something. It can be war. Then another reason can be that there are people who send their children to study. After that they settle in cities, so they also come and join the children in cities. So these are some reasons why people come to cities. Now, this is the general thing. After mentioning all this, you will mention the reason why Sahib came from Dhaka to Delhi. Is it all right? He also had the same problem, natural calamity, which is already given in first page of the chapter. So you will mention that according to the text. Now after that, come to the next. Would you agree that promises made to poor children are rarely kept? Yes. According to the story, the author made some promise, but she could not keep that promise. So what you will do is, again it will go in two paragraphs. First you will write why people make promises to the children. Okay, now children, whether rich or poor, they're very innocent and they're gift of God. They don't understand the shrewdness of this world. the cruelty or the hard truth of this world. They're very soft hearted, and they stay in the world of fantasy, easily get convinced by any kind of promises made to them, and they feel that the person who is making a promise, that person will fulfill because they're so innocent. So that's the reason why. And poor children, because they never get anything from their parents, so if anyone else is promising, they at least they feel that one fine day this can be fulfilled, because their parents are not going to give it to them. Now we come to the text. Why do you think this happened in the incident narrated in the text? Now in this you will mention the promise made by the author to Sahib, and what it was it fulfilled? No. What was the interaction between Sahib and author? She is encouraging him to study. She is asking him to go to school, but that was just a joke. And Sahib, somewhere he took it as a ray of hope. Okay, somewhere in his heart, he took it as a ray of hope. But after some time, when she is interacting with Sahib, he is countering, questioning to the author about the school, and now that was a false promise which came out. And last, what we see, that she is feeling embarrassed. Who? The author. So this is a common thing in our society. So first part, you will talk about that children, they easily believe, that's why people make, and after making they forget it, leave it. Then next part of the answer is what is the matter in the text. So the interaction between Sahib and narrator and her promise, that you will mention in the second answer. Now third question, what forces conspired to keep the workers in Bengal industry of Firozabad in poverty? What is the reason why they are there in that? Begin this answer, you will mention that they believe that it is their destiny, okay, which is mentioned in page number 18, because they don't think anything beyond this, and that is the reason that they are still in poverty. Now after mentioning that, then you come to page number 19. You can see this part. Is it all right? Can you see that? And from here, after mentioning this part, come to the next page. Page number 20, you will see the stigma of caste, because they are born in that, and then the rest of the things, the sahukar, policemen, everybody, they do that, and then finally they make a child as a child labor, and again in that vicious circle, poverty, and never to come out of it. Okay. Then thinking about the text, how in your opinion can Mukesh realize his dream? Already we have discussed that as question number 3 in Think As You Read. Some more points I am adding. How in your opinion can he realize? Yes, he can realize his dream. Why he can realize his dream? Because he has that determination. He has given a thought to that. And for a child, that's more than enough to make it successful. And he knows it very well. His parents cannot ask him to go, or his parents cannot pay anything, okay, for making him learn that whole process of becoming a motor mechanic, training, you can say. His parents cannot do. He knows it very well. But what is his dream is, he will walk and go. Okay, you can see here this part in the text. He will walk. Is it all right? And he will go there, and he believes that if he will walk and go, somebody will teach him. He will work there. He will earn his livelihood in that way. That is his dream. That is his determination. And he has taken that guts to dream. So definitely his dream will be fulfilled. Now the next question, mention the hazards of working. That was already discussed. Then come to the next one, that is, why should child labor be eliminated and how? Very good question. Okay. Why do you think child labor should be stopped? That is the first thing. And how it should be stopped? That is the next part of the answer. Why it should be stopped? Okay. A child labor, when the child is working, the child is away from his childhood. Childhood is taken away, which is the right of every child. Okay, to get education, to get proper fooding. So that childhood is taken away if any child is working as a child labor. Then elementary education is the right, and that is one of the fundamental right to education today. It is there. So every child has right to education. So the child is not supposed to work. Is it all right? And why people take these children? Because sometimes what happens, they become very cheap labor. They are not paid fully and easily carried away by the employer. There are places, remote areas, where people are not aware of their rights. They don't know what the government is doing for them. Such places, people fall in prey with they just become the prey of the shrewd employers. So that's also the reason why they become child labor and why it needs to be eliminated, because education, okay, good health, because if they are working there, their health is also they're losing their health also. Okay, then parents should be aware. Their parents are also not aware that they should not send their child to work, they should send their child to school. So these things parents are also not aware. So what we need to do is make the parents aware. The government of our country is doing many things for them. Must go to NGOs, must come up, they must go to the remote areas, make the people understand all these things. Then from the side of the government, there should be some strict action. Like, it has already been declared that child labor is a criminal offense and it is punishable under law. The employer will be punished if caught. The license should be taken away, and the whole factory or the place where the work is going on, it should be sealed. Okay, a proper court case can be held. So, and apart from all these things, this we are talking about the society, we need to play a very important role. We need to play a very important role in the sense, if we come across certain things, if we see any child labor around us, we should also take the initiative so that this can be stopped.